the immediate match that just ended, San Diego Wave against Racing Louisville. It was a 1-0 win for Racing Louisville on the road, thanks to an Emma Sears chef's kiss goal in the 59th minute. And we are excited because Emma Sears is with us now, joining A3 Live. Hey, Emma, welcome into Attacking Third. Congrats. How are you?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. Feeling good, feeling accomplished and proud of my team after that win.
Emma, you should be. I mean, this is a really big deal, not only for you, but for the group to get this win on the road at Snapdragon Stadium, because it's not easy to pick up 3 points away from home. And Racing Louisville does that. Points in 7 of your 9 road games this year. What is different when you guys hit the road? What do you guys have in you that's a little extra spunky that helps you get some points on the road?
Honestly, I think it's just a little bit of the underdog mentality that we've carried with us this season. Being on the road is definitely tough. There's pros and cons to it for sure. I mean, we're all together, spending time together in the hotels on the road. We've been on the road for about a month now. And I feel like these past few games, it's kind of been a tipping point for us, just waiting for that win. And so I'm really proud of the team tonight to have accomplished that.
Emma, tell me about your mental resiliency. You hadn't scored since June 6th, but you get the all-important goal tonight. Tell me about what just keeps you going and fighting, even without the goal so far.
Yeah, I think that's my job as a striker. I know that I need to continue to consistently put myself in positions where I'm either setting my teammates up to score or I'm doing it myself. And so I thought that there were a few opportunities tonight where I could kind of feel it boiling. And yeah, I thought that Ella put in a great ball into the box, and I was happy to be able to get that one on frame.
It felt like, Emma, this was your most patient of your opportunities too. At halftime, what was the conversation even within your mind as to, like, if I get another opportunity, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z?
Yeah, to your point, I think that my mindset was not if, but when. And I felt the confidence from my teammates building at halftime, getting some taps on my shoulder, saying, it's coming, it's coming. And so I kind of just carried that into the second half, and then it paid off.
All right, Emma, this team for Racing Louisville has been perennial runners-up outside of the playoffs, 9th place team. But I'm gonna say it. This year feels really different.
Woohoo!
Feels real. I'm not jinxing anything, Jordan. Don't give me that.
No, I like it.
This year feels really different for Racing Louisville from an outsider looking in. What is it like being on the inside in this club this year? Because we're seeing results out on the pitch and what's coming of it, but how is that starting from inside the club?
Yeah, I love that energy, by the way. I appreciate the confidence. I would say there's just a different feel this year. I think we have a really strong sense of what we're trying to accomplish as a group, who we want to be out on the field. And I think that we're exuding that game in and game out. And so for things to kind of start turning our way, I think it's just about time. And we're looking forward to continuing that throughout the rest of the season.
Emma, Bev Yanez was a teammate of my wife's, and it's been a real pleasure seeing her grow as a coach. You're still a new player in this league. How has it been with you growing as a player and seeing her grow as a coach beside you?
Yeah, I honestly think it gives a little bit of a unique experience. We're kind of going through it together. I've been with her since she was a head coach, and so it's really awesome to see her growth. I think that this season has gone much differently than last year, and yeah, I think that she just has this super strong belief in us as players, and I think that really helps us out on the field.
Yeah, we spoke with, I was just on the call, so I just talked to you a couple seconds ago, Emma. I was the one interviewing you and Jordan.
Hey again.
Yeah, hi again. But actually, Jonas Eideval said Bev Yanez is one of the best coaches in this league, and this is one of the best coached teams. So he knew that it was going to be a difficult match tonight. But you guys, I've been hard on you guys before in the past, because when you're playing top teams, you're not getting points. But the last 6 games, you guys have played the top 4 teams multiple times. You have 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. You pick up 8 points against the top 4 teams. What does that say about this Louisville team? And was that first win against Orlando, was that the most important win? Did that change your guys' mindset?
That's a good question. I think that was definitely a momentum builder for us. But then going into the break in July, we knew that we needed to start off the second half of the season strong. And as everybody knows, the NWSL can sway numerous ways, and it's always close coming down to when the playoffs are decided. But I think for us, we've just continued that belief, and just because we're playing the top teams, it doesn't mean that we're going to change, what we're trying to do. And so I think that consistency piece is has been the factor that's helped us the most.
All right, Emma, you were pretty shocked when Aaron said that his wife played with Bev. Do you know what Bev was like as a player? Have you heard any stories?
No, I honestly haven't. That's one thing that I haven't heard anything about, but I do feel like sometimes at training you can kind of see like that player side of her come out. And so I'd be curious to know if there were any stories about her.
Jordan?
She was so good. One of the hardest forwards to play against in this league. Like the way she could hold up the ball, she was so intelligent. And I think that's one of the reasons why she's such a good coach, is because the way her mind thought about the game in that forward position. But she was a beast. Like I played against her. I didn't play with her. And I'm sure Yael, Aaron's wife, has many better stories than just what she did on the field. But just feisty. She had this little like bite to her, which I know she still does.
I can see that for sure. That adds up.
Do you guys ever get her to play with you at training or anything?
Sometimes when we're doing like small-sided 6v6, she'll jump in and she gets so competitive. So like that's funny that you say that, because I can see that for sure in her as a player.
Okay, going back to this team outside of Bev Yanez, I got to see a different side of Ella Hase tonight, the rookie. Emma, she's freaking fast. This girl can run, and you're fast. Who's quicker when you guys are doing the wind sprints?
I'd say we're probably neck and neck most of the time, but yeah, she has wheels, so it definitely comes in handy.
Who do you feel like this team, we talk about the group as a whole, but do you think that there is anybody that goes a little underrated that doesn't get talked about that much, Emma? Because I feel like you guys have some really good role players. So I don't know, give a shout out to some of your teammates that don't have to get talked about.
I would say, honestly, Janine Sonis. She stepped into that outside back role. I think that her and I, we roomed together on the road, so we spent a lot of time together. But I think that that's allowed us to really get a good understanding of what we both need on the field. And for her to step into that role, she was playing on the left side as a winger prior to that. But I think that she has done an excellent job, keeping wingers on other teams away from the goal. So she's done a great job.
All right, Emma. So it was Orlando, Washington, now San Diego, all on the road. You said it was about a month. You're going home now after this win on the road. Okay, what are you going to do first when you get home?
Honestly, I'm just excited to spend time in my apartment, spend time in my own space, probably hit the grocery store, make a few home-cooked meals, and just settle back in. We have 2 home games coming up, and I know that we're all really looking forward to that, so I'm excited.
Yeah, you better get out there, Louisville. Go watch them play.
Yeah.
Come out to Lynn Family Stadium. Those will be good games.
Absolutely, especially after this one. 3 points on the road, the game-winning goal by Emma Sears. Congrats, Emma. An awesome night for you and your team.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good luck the rest of the way. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Oh, guys, that was awesome. What a great little chat, and an absolute goal as well from Emma tonight in this game. Jordan, we got to hear your take and your thoughts on this game throughout the 90 minutes on the call. Fabulous stuff. But Aaron, when you were watching this game between Louisville and San Diego, now knowing it's 1-0, like what stood out to you about this game and ultimately how we got to 1-0 at the end?
Yeah, one of the biggest things that stood out for me is how hard Louisville worked for each other as a team. I thought that San Diego maybe made the work a little bit easier by playing so narrow. At times, I kept hearing Jordan say, "Stretch this pitch out, please." And I was like, "Yes. See, this is why you have this job. You understand." But Louisville worked so well together. You can see they're so well coached. You can see that they both fight for each other. They fight for their coach. They believe in their game plan. They believe in what they're doing, and the work ethic across the board on both sides of the ball is so high that it's the reason they're starting to get these results.
Yeah, I agree with Aaron. Felt like a broken record in moments, and because of Louisville, I think over the last 2 years, Bev Yanez I don't think this is exactly how Bev Yanez wants to play. If you say, ideally, as a coach, what type of team do you want to coach? I don't think this would be the style of football that she would want. But she said, this is the team I have. We're going to have an identity. And their identity is who they are off the ball. Like Erin said, they work relentlessly for one another. If a ball gets past them, they are chasing you down. And the goal comes from Hase just like sliding to get a tackle in after she gets beat. Like that is their identity. And when they live it out and it feels like they've all bought in now, that's where the magic happens within a group. Like it might not be how everybody wants to play, but once you buy into it and say, hey, this is how we're going to play and we're going to all do it together, that's what happens. You start getting results and then momentum builds, you gain confidence. And this Louisville team, I agree. I think that they are going to make some waves here at the end of the year.
Is this the year, Jordan, that they get into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I absolutely hope so for this group. You're talking about their identity, Jordan. They're also a little rough. Like they're going to hit you in the best way. Like you are not going to be comfortable. And I think that was evident in this game against San Diego because the Wave are very pretty on the ball. They're clean.
Methodical,
they're neat. Yes, they want possession and they just want to make it really beautiful in the way they play. And Louisville made it a little bit ugly and disrupted that possession. And it works. 3 points on the road. That is the first time that Racing Louisville has won at Snapdragon Stadium against San Diego. For Emma Sears, that's her 7th goal of the season. So that is a new single season club record for Racing Louisville. And they were able to shut down San Diego. A shutout win for Jordan Bloomer in goal. A big night for her and for Racing Louisville. Now they get to travel home.